If you're an animal lover, you understand the importance of caring for man's best friend, your pets. Marcia Mayetta, Director of Animal Care and Control, is best friends to pets and pet owners alike in LA County. She'll join us to discuss new laws that deal with dangerous animals and commercial breeders, and how LA County compassionately cares for our fluffy four-legged friends. Hi, I'm Stacey Galandi. Welcome to My County, the show that explores services and programs provided to you by the County of Los Angeles. Joining me in studio today is Marcia Mayetta, the Director of the Department of Animal Care and Control. Hi, Marcia.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Well, in your honor, I'm wearing faux animal print or animal fur here, but we're obviously both animal lovers. This is something you've been with this department 10 years now.
That's right.
You wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
No. It's been a great experience.
You know, in the 10 years, have you seen a lot of changes? Have there been a lot of new programs instituted within the department?
There really have been. We've done a lot, both programmatically as well as improvements to our facilities to try to make them as healthy and safe and fun and inviting for the animals and the people that come. We want to make sure people are really interested in coming to the shelters and adopting pets, so we have made a lot of improvements in that regard as well.
Yeah, you deal with 6 shelters within
Yes.
LA County, right? It's like over 3,000 square miles.
Yes.
It's a lot of animals.
Right. We're the largest shelter and animal control agency in the country. We take in over 90,000 animals a year.
Knowing that, what is the mission for your department? What is your philosophy?
Our mission is to protect and promote public and animal safety through education, intervention, and enforcement.
And obviously many laws that exist. Are there certain laws that you want to stress that are ongoing that people should know about?
Well, certainly ongoing laws, of course, are animal cruelty laws, and we very vigorously investigate any complaints of animal abuse or neglect and refer problem cases to the district attorney for further action. There's also many laws regarding the safe keeping of animals, dangerous dog laws, making sure that the public is protected from potentially dangerous or vicious dogs. Certainly rabies enforcement to make sure the animals are vaccinated against rabies, because they're the most common vector to transmit rabies from the wild population to the human population. So by vaccinating our pets, that protects our health. And the animal licensing, that helps support the ongoing programs of the department, as well as ensuring the rabies vaccination status, because that's required.
That is something that you have to do. Now, you mentioned dangerous animals. There's actually a new law that has just recently been passed regarding dangerous animals. What is that new law?
Well, we made some enhancements to our dangerous dog ordinance, which has been on the books for about 10 years. And we just had looked at it and decided there were some opportunities for making it more effective and efficient. One was adding an administrative hearing process. Before, when we wanted to seek to have an animal declared potentially dangerous, it was a limited civil action that had to be handled in Superior Court, and that's time consuming. It's a little intimidating for the witnesses, the victims, and the pet owner, and it's more costly. And the goal of having an animal declared potentially dangerous is to protect the safety of the public, make sure that animal gets the behavior modification training, perhaps sterilization, spay or neuter, or any other procedures it needs to make it a more effective and safe member of the community.
Sure.
So we added an administrative hearing process. We still can go to court if we feel for whatever facts and circumstances.
I guess the case would dictate whether or not.
Yes, yeah, but we think probably 90–95% of these cases can be handled through the administrative hearing process, which is handled by a hearing officer in a more informal setting. You know,
when you're dealing with animals and people's, their pets, becomes very sensitive.
Right.
What are the challenges that you face within your department and you yourself when it comes to instituting new laws?
Well, there's always a fear that we're going to take people's animals away or do something negatively to impact their relationships with their pets. And that's really not the case. When we do consider new laws, the goals, number one, is to protect the animal safety and well-being, Number two, to protect the public health and well-being and safety. So we try to balance everything, what's to the point where what's in the best interest of all parties involved, and try to create the most harmonious pet owner relationships and community that we can.
Try to bring everybody together to find a solution.
Yes.
Commercial breeding is not illegal, right?
No, it's not illegal.
But it has to be regulated on some level.
It is regulated, yes. We passed an ordinance that I think is really groundbreaking. It incorporates the best of ideas that have been implemented in some other areas, but has really pulled them together, and I think is the strongest commercial breeding ordinance in the country. And we implemented that. The Board of Supervisors approved that earlier this year in 2011, and it addresses people who have 51 or more intact, unspayed or neutered adult dogs. And these are commercial breeders who raise and sell the animals as a commercial product, as opposed to a private breeder or somebody who shows their dogs and may only have a few dogs and a few litters a year. And we felt this was really important because the adult animals that live in these commercial breeding facilities don't get sold, and they don't go to dog shows, and they don't really get seen by others, and the overall health and safety and well-being of those animals can suffer.
Sure.
And we wanted to make sure that we would have extra inspections, that there are extra expectations of the owners as far as more veterinary exams that are documented, that they have emergency evacuation plans. We have some kennels that have over 250 dogs, and if there's a disaster, we want to know that they're prepared to care for them or evacuate them.
We've got just a minute left, but I definitely want to ask you too about the Animal Care Foundation.
Yes.
It does a number of really wonderful things for
Yes.
pets. Can you kind of briefly tell me?
We have an outstanding foundation, the Los Angeles County Animal Care Foundation, which is a private 501c3 that raises money exclusively to support the programs of the department. And they provide all the additional resources, or as many as they can afford to, that the county cannot afford to. They provide additional medical care, grooming for the severely matted animals, which often have underlying medical conditions. They sponsor foster care programs. They buy extra medicine and medical supplies for animals at the shelter. They promote off-site adoption events or enhanced adoption opportunities at the shelter. So everything, all the positive things you want to see happen for the animals, this is a great place to donate your money to.
Fantastic, and obviously very important for people can become volunteers.
Yes.
And also can foster pets too.
That's right.
Sounds great. Marsha, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you very
in.
much.
And my dogs love you. Now, for more information, you can go to the website animalcare.lacounty.gov, and there you can also find phone numbers to your local animal shelters. Now, please join us next time right here on My County and learn about more programs and services brought to you by the County of Los Angeles. I'm Stacy Galandi. Thanks so much for joining us.